We live in a multiverse. Particle physicists and cosmologists are predicting a boundless, eternal multiverse in which our universe is just one among countless others. Such an eternal multiverse was not created. It's always existed and always will continue to exist. Our observable universe has now expanded to some 46 billion light years in all directions, and our actual universe may extend another 100 billion, trillion times beyond that from which light can ever reach us. There are an estimated 100 billion planets capable of supporting life in our galaxy alone, and there are now an estimated 2 trillion galaxies in our observable universe. I find it inconceivable that my current experience of consciousness is just a one-shot deal within this vast and eternal cosmos. One thing is certain, I exist here and now. From this, I can conclude that the probability of my existence must be greater than zero. Since my existence is clearly not impossible, the chance of my becoming conscious again could range from highly improbable to virtually certain. Given infinite space and time, the improbable becomes inevitable. In our immense and eternal multiverse, it's all but certain that my experience of consciousness will recur. As an example of such recurrence, consider the infinite fractional portion of the number pi. This string goes on randomly without end. Using the program at ngo.net/pi, I can search within this string for an improbable sequence of numbers such as the birth date 10/29/1980. This 8-digit birthday occurs 4 times in just the first 200 million digits. I expect that this date will recur an unlimited number of times as the random digits of pi are expanded to infinity. I could have been anybody. I'm a product of happenstance and circumstance. Random genetic shuffling between my parents has provided me with a unique genotype. Life circumstances have further shaped the unique sense of self I have today. If after I was conceived my mother had miscarried, but went on to full term in another attempt, would I have become that infant? Would that person have effectively taken my place? Could I have even become my younger sibling? To extrapolate further, could I have been born by chance to some other parents at a completely different time or place? As a naturalist, I reject anything that's unable to be explained by science or the laws of nature. I don't believe in a soul that will eject when I die and carry my spirit away to some heavenly realm. There is no escape pod like a soul for transferring my essence between successive phases of my existence. This implies complete neural annihilation of my memory, life story, personality, and self upon my death, since there's no natural mechanism or supernatural soul to transport me to another incarnation. Each subsequent experience of my consciousness will seem as if it's the first. My incarnations come and go as brains come and go, but at the subjective level, I only experience a continuous state of being me. The moment I stop being associated with a particular brain and narrative, the feeling of being me reemerges in a new guise. It's happened before and will happen again. Gaps of non-existence between incarnations, if any, cannot be experienced. Being conscious, then, is a continuous subjective phenomenon without gaps. There is no objective material or supernatural link that determines who I will become. I'll not become anyone in particular or reincarnate at any special place or time in the multiverse. In fact, the probability is that my future incarnations would be extraterrestrial. Each incarnation will be as if for the first time. There will be no memory of past lives or of any intermediate gaps of non-existence. There will just be a continuously experienced condition of subjective, self-conscious existence. This is a naturalistic view of reincarnation that may be of little comfort as death approaches. I'm compelled to make the most of this life and to delight in my small role in the creative unfolding of the cosmos. I must find meaning and purpose in my life, in a natural world that's indifferent to my existence. For me, that's to revere all life and to explore and care for the incredible world that created me.